My husband is the moderator for a few different subreddits, and he genuinely thinks it's a job. I work 50 hours a week as a nurse while he sits at his computer managing communities. When I got home yesterday, the sink was full of dishes from 3 days ago, and he was typing furiously about some rule violation in a subreddit about houseplants. I asked when he'd start looking for actual work since we're $4,000 behind on rent. He didn't even look up, just said, "I'm working right now. Do you not see me handling this drama?" Handling drama. Our landlord called twice this week, and I had to lie and say we'd have the money Friday. This started 8 months ago when he got laid off from his IT job. At first, he applied to places, did interviews, then he discovered Reddit moderating. He joined one subreddit as a mod, then 3, then 7. Now he moderates 11 different communities and acts like he's running a corporation. Last night, I checked his screen while he was in the bathroom. He'd spent 6 hours arguing with someone about a meme that violated Rule 7. 6 hours for a meme. I told him I needed him to contribute financially or at least handle the house since I'm covering everything. He got defensive and said what he does is unpaid labor like a homemaker. I pointed at the overflowing trash and asked when homemakers stop doing home things. He said I was being disrespectful to moderators everywhere, that without people like him, Reddit would collapse into chaos. 2 weeks ago, I came home and found him having a Zoom call with other moderators. They were discussing community guidelines like it was a board meeting. He introduced me to them as his wife who doesn't understand the importance of online community management. I smiled and logged off his call. We fought for 2 hours. He slept on the couch. He used to cook dinner every night before this obsession started. Now I'm lucky if he remembers to eat. Last Tuesday, I found him at 2 a.m. still at his computer, removing posts. He hadn't slept. When I asked what was so urgent, he said there was a spam attack he needed to handle. It was 3 posts selling protein powder. I've tried everything. I scheduled a job interview for him at a company his friend works at. He no-showed because there was moderator drama that day. His friend stopped returning my calls. I asked him to see a therapist. He said therapists don't understand digital labor. I suggested marriage counseling. He said he'd think about it, then spent that evening writing a 2,000-word post about moderation philosophy. Yesterday, his brother called and asked if we wanted to grab dinner. I said yes immediately because I'm exhausted from cooking after 12-hour shifts. My husband said he couldn't make it. When his brother asked why, he said, "I have moderator responsibilities." His brother laughed. My husband didn't. This morning, I woke up to an eviction notice taped to our door. 30 days to pay $4,000 or we're out. I haven't slept well in months because I'm covering all our bills on one income, picking up extra shifts, skipping meals to save money. I showed him the notice. He barely glanced up from his screen. "Can this wait? There's a brigade happening in one of my subs." I asked him what a brigade was. He spent 10 minutes explaining how users from one subreddit were coordinating to downvote posts in another. I asked him how that paid our rent. He got quiet. Then he said, "You know what? Forget it. You've never respected what I do." I watched him type out a ban message for someone. He was completely focused, his hands moving fast across the keyboard like he was saving lives. Meanwhile, we have 30 days before we're homeless. I checked our bank account this morning. $847. That's it. I need to somehow make $4,000 appear in 30 days while working full-time and apparently married to someone who thinks Reddit karma is currency. His mom called yesterday asking why we missed her birthday dinner. I lied and said I had to work. Truth is, he forgot because he was dealing with a subreddit civil war where 2 moderators disagreed about a rule change. I'm watching him right now. He's smiling at his screen, probably banned someone, probably feels accomplished. The eviction notice is sitting on the table next to his empty coffee mug from yesterday. I'm staring at it, realizing he genuinely believes banning strangers online matters more than keeping our apartment, and I don't know if I can do this anymore.